We might as well get started. Hopefully everything's working correctly. Welcome, Starkiller. I love Matt Jersey. Austin and Jay Reynolds, welcome. You want a mojito? Extra mint? Not bad. Rumors of your survival have been greatly exaggerated. Oh, we're still doing this thing, huh? Maybe not. Maybe we're not. That's not skipping too bad. Okay. It's skipping decently bad. May notice my streaming setup's different, so that was fun. I am now streaming in my closet, quite literally. So, the room that I was streaming in, we decided to kick my kid out of our bedroom, and so that was the room. We wanted to combine my youngest with my oldest rooms, but the youngest is still a little too little to be shacked up with the oldest, because the oldest doesn't understand that he can't climb in the crib and lay on the baby. So we had to put him in a different room because we were tired of him fussing through the night, just because like we would roll over and he would start fussing and wake up. And so he's in his own room now. And I am now streaming. I got my desk set up in my closet. It's kind of a walk-in closet. Not super big by any means, but enough for a desk and this chair. Like, that is the width of this closet. You miss all of the background clutter? Yeah. I too miss it. So I boxed all of it up, putting it into storage. All that fun stuff. Also, welcome, Demita. So this is my streaming setup until I get a house. Or until the youngest and oldest can go to bed in the same room again. Or, period, when they can go to sleep in the same room. Although the background will never be the same again. The shelf that I was having all the LED lights on and the plushies, it no longer exists. It is a pile of wood. This is what happens when trainers get put inside Pokeballs. One bright side to switch into a streaming setup such as this. I am now on the opposite side of the house as my oldest and youngest. So my speaking is not going to be going straight through the wall and waking him up anymore. So we should have probably less interruptions with streaming now. It just means that stream time will be limited to nap time streams and 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's it. I will not be able to stream until 2 o'clock in the morning my time because my wife will be asleep. Like 6 feet away. So she would not be pleased with that. Hello, Shauna. Yeah, we're doing some SV today. I wanted to hatch a few more eggs. And I'm going to spend the next 40 minutes of the stream, so like in 7 minutes, I'm going to pivot into shiny hunting Vulpix. Make sure I have all my Charky boys. And shiny hunting Numel. Unfortunately, this will be a fairly short stream. Also, another bright side, the youngest transitioned to sleeping in the room by himself like a champ. Like, he doesn't even care, man. We just willed his little pack and play in there, and he's chill. In other news, I have new upstairs neighbors, and they have a herd of cows. Like, I thought my children were bad with running through the house. At least mine go to bed by 7:30. Like, these guys stomp everywhere they walk. The adults. And then the kids are just running all over the place. I'm actually quite surprised that there's not a lot of thudding right now. Like, they just moved in 2 days ago, so a lot of it is move-in noise. But the kids are just... There's 4 of them, I think, and like an infant. 3 of them and an infant, I should say. He was about to ask if you gotten the event Maasai breaks. Yeah, I have not. Chi-Yu is out for distribution now, right? I also didn't watch the Nintendo Direct. I heard it has some bangers, but nothing too crazy for me. Obviously, I'll be getting Metroid Prime 4 and Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2. Autumn, hello! It's been some time. I've been off for a while. I think it's been like... It's had to have been 2 weeks since my last evening stream, right? 7 days. Yeah, 13 days ago. You finally reached 1,000 subs. That is awesome. Autumn, congratulations. How's the watch time? Oh, sick. I only need one more. Nice. Okay, so I got all the Charky boys I need, it looks like. You're a stomper when you walk, unless purposely trying not to. Oh, gotcha. Sometime Thursday for us. So I'm not too far off. That was a very shiny Poliwag. Okay, so it's kind of golden. I just realized I have no idea what I'm really looking for. Oh, gosh. Well, the rain doesn't load super well on this setup right now. Didn't even notice my background change. Yeah, I'm literally streaming in a closet right now. That door behind me is the door to the master bathroom. Don't update the game until after getting my shinies. You accidentally updated yours before catching shiny Wooper last round. How to catch him the hard way. Well, I shouldn't have a problem because if I update my game right now, it's still in effect, right? Vulpix is still huntable. Right? Or did that end? But that is the reason why I'm focusing on this today, is because the eggs aren't going anywhere. But I have a suspicion that this either had or is going too soon. Starting to go down. I'm not certain, but I feel like one spawned right to my right. I was mistaken. It's done, no events anymore, one update. I did see... I was right about the, what's it called? The mystery gift distribution for Koraidon and Miraidon, down to the exactness of it. If you have Scarlet, you get the Violet Legendary as shiny. If you have Violet, you get the Scarlet. Or, yeah, you know, vice versa. Get the opposite. You thought the shiny Miraidon and Koraidon was a GameStop event? It is. I'm talking about, like, I called that they were going to do it at the conclusion of these 4 Runish legendaries. And that it was going to be opposites. You should be able to get both on the same system, but not the same save file. Not the same game. From what I understand, it's likely going to be a code that works in both games, but it picks up which game you're using the code in. And says, oh hey, this game's supposed to get Koraidon, or this game's supposed to get Miraidon. Oh my gosh, that is so terrible. They sold the papers? Pretty sure that's not with corporate policy. Gotta have games on home, show GameStop, then get code. Don't remember when it starts. That actually sounds pretty tedious. I'm sure they'll give slips of paper with a code out, though. That's crazy. I know a guy that was giving away generated ones for free. Which, when it comes to, like, GameStop giveaway ones, they're basically the same thing. Okay. You've always looked for shiny Zacian and Zamazenta, and you were surprised you couldn't find any considering it's been a while since Gen 8? Well, if people are giving them away at this juncture, they are probably generated. You have Shiny Zacian that's level 20, which is probably hacked. Try to put it into home. Do you think it would be worth it to build a fire, Sammy? See if that was the right call. Hey, I got it right. As far as I know, stream should be running fairly decent. On, at least on my side, from what it's telling me. Really, my computer took being moved like a champ. Normally, the first time I stream after moving my computer, it's all laggy, bumpy, and jumpy. But I am a great deal closer to the router, so that might have a little bit to do with it. At any rate, though, I am sad about the longer than intended break. Like, I did intentionally take a break for like 2 to 3 days. Like, that was planned for. to some degree. But then life just happened. After life happening. Like, we got a bed upgrade. We got a king-size bed. Well, king-size mattress. We had a queen-size bed on a king-size frame. And because the box spring was smaller than the gap, that's what led to a lot of the squeaking and creaking when we rolled over or climbed into bed that was waking up my kid. So we got that fixed. We got a king-size box spring. We got a king-size mattress. Finally, we hit our emergency fund savings goal. So we figured we can get ourselves an upgrade. And we will be okay. And so that took a few days to get set up. And then it took 3 days for me to get this set up. It's been a busy time. That and was feeling pretty burnt out. And just had a little bit of what's the point going on, I guess. I think a lot of that had to do with realizing that we weren't going to hit the goal before Legend ZA comes out. Which is fine, because I have no doubt I'll hit it when it comes out. Like, a little after. Like, I think we'll have good momentum for that. But getting Sun figured out, situated, figure out where I was going to put my setup, like, I lost motivation because I didn't know what to do for answers. That and I've been grinding away at Pokemon Coliseum off stream so that I don't have to, like, do the tedious crap on stream. So I have still been working on stuff, just not streaming it because it's so tedious. Purifying Shadow Pokemon, which means you go up Mount Battle and throw your Pokemon out into battle endlessly until they're purified. Sometimes breaks are needed. Yep. Breaks were hit, and then brick walls were slammed into. Whis, I moved. I had to move my setup, yeah. My kid is now in my old streaming office. I kicked him out of our bedroom so that we can sleep in peace and he can sleep in peace and everybody will be happy. And I am literally streaming in my closet, Wes. I don't think the wife is super thrilled about it. And that doesn't sound great. It's actually not bad. I mean, it sucks that I can... Ow! The wall's closer than I thought. Touch the wall? Ew. Sucks that the wall's that close. But there's enough room for a desk in my chair, so I'll take it. That actually really hurt. It is by far my smallest streaming setup ever. even when I was doing it in my living room when I first started out, I had a little more space. Not much, but hey, shiny Vulpix! A little more space. Nailed it. It is a gorgeous Breloom, isn't it? I love it. Only took 10 minutes of Sammy power. Now the better question is, Starkiller, have you used this to get your shiny Charky Boy yet? You know, the one that doesn't exist for you? You ended up getting 6 because you don't trust you'll ever find one. That is so freaking fantastic, though. Yeah, I finally got one. I got 6! What do I think about the DLC of Legends ZA? I think it's complete bullcrap that they have it made before even releasing the title. If it's made before the title's out, it should be part of the base game. Full stop. I will generally die on that hill. To have DLC planned, it makes sense to have it planned. For example, like the Galar region, the DLC was planned before, but it took 2 years for it to come out. When they have day one paid DLC, there's something glaring wrong with that. At least I'm pretty sure I understood it as day one. Like I said, I haven't really watched the Nintendo Direct yet, so I've only vaguely heard about it through memes on Facebook. But if that is correct, day one DLC should not be a thing unless they're giving us Flygon. Hey, there's Vulpix number 2. Dunspoor works, I guess. And there is our shiny Vulpix number 2. Fair point. And there we have our shiny Ninetales. Love it. New mail time. You was listening to someone else shiny hunt while you hunted for Wooper. They found 25 shinies before you found 2 Wooper. Sometimes it be like that though. I wish you could zoom out more than this without, you know? I just feel like you should be able to zoom out more than that. You were kind of mad you bought the DK DLC because it's not as fun as you thought it would be. Yeah, what's the lowdown with that? Is it just the same crap? Those Charmanders look so sus. Like, what? What in the... Oh, I have a fire sandwich. Duh. Like, the only Charmander that doesn't look shiny right now is this one. Anyways. One of the DLCs that you want to buy is the Splatoon 3 one, but you're not sure about it. What's the lowdown, Star Killer, on the DLC for Donkey Kong? Because I know I'm already in the realm of getting let down by it, just because it's DK Isles, but it's not going to be... It's not going to be Jungle Japes. It's not going to be Angry Aztec. It's not going to be Frantic Factory or Gloom Lagoon or whatever the heck it is, or Fungi Forest or Crystal Caverns. It's not going to be Donkey Kong 64. It's one new level that basically has nothing in it, and then you can do time trials on that island collecting green ore instead of gold, and it's just boring after a few minutes. There was a part of me that held out hope. That was like, just for the fun of it. That it was the new, like, the worlds from Donkey Kong 64. Oh, you want the Pokotopia or what? Pokotopia or whatever it is? $20 that wasn't worth spending. There's no fossils or anything to find on the island. Only those gold mines you can drop in and do a mini level to get gold. And not even anything there for story progression, because like I saw Paulina sitting on his shoulders. But then again, I guess that's covered in the baseline game. You know what? I should figure out what shiny Numel looks like. Oh, cool. It's a blueback. That should make it easy. At least we would think. No story progression, you just help the evil monkey collect the green bananite ore and chips that you can collect to get trophies, which are kind of lame. Indeed, that is lame. Give us $20 and you can get more collectathon. My face is kind of red. That's interesting. Off-white teddy bear tummy color. That's actually pretty funny. Woo. How's the anime list treating ya, Starkiller? They could have easily added it to the game. If it was a whole new level with new stuff and fossils and more story, it'd be kind of worth it. Nintendo giving themselves the L there. It's definitely getting lower. It's only a matter of time before it's almost gone. But yeah, I am serious. Like, I would pay for day one DLC for Legends EA. Let's face it, I'm going to buy it anyways, but I would definitely pay for it for Mega Flygon to be a thing. Like, we didn't know about Mega Raichu, so it's still possible we could get Mega Flygon. There was a video showcasing a bunch of Mega Stones flying out of space. And it is possible that one of them could be Mega Flygon. You pre-ordered the DLC? Doesn't it give you like 100 Pokeballs or something? Like, naturally I'm gonna have to. Because if you don't... I feel like that's how you miss, like, good stuff. I'm pretty sure that Numel just barked like a dog. Still watching Bleach. Kaiju 8. Gachiakuta. That sounds dirty. But yeah. Those are actually on my list. All of those are on my list to watch. So that's really funny. Kaiju 8 kind of seems similar to Jujutsu Kaisen. Hate the way to get Mega Starters? Oh yeah, that's terrible. So hopefully we'll be able to trade Pokemon holding items. Like, I'm hoping that's a thing. So that I can get it on my main playthrough. And then trade it to my other playthrough. Because, like, isn't it purely online based? Oh, I'm not supposed to be taking you out. I'm not supposed to take you guys out. What am I doing? What are we doing? You pre-ordered everything from Nintendo Digital Store and you're not sure if they have pre-order bonuses for any of it? They should. It should go to your email for a code for like 100 Pokeballs or something. You are shiny. How about that? Thought you were funny looking. Shiny Numel has been captured. Moving on to Numel number 2. Gachiakuta has the same art style as Demon Slayer. That sounds fantastic. Ooh, I still need to go watch Infinity Castle. I really want to watch that one in theater, but I don't think I'm going to get to. I've spent way too much money this week. Like, an uncomfortable amount of money. Like, I spend enough money that I'm quite uncomfortable with it, because it's going to take me a while to get everything shored back up. But I think the main reason why I'm uncomfortable with it is that it's not over yet. Oh, Numel's kind of fast. Like, I'm boxing up a bunch of stuff, and I won't rent a storage unit. So, and I can't stick totes out on my balcony. So I'm building a patio furniture, you could say. That's a bench that I can stick 8 of the storage totes underneath and call it a bench and call it patio furniture, so that they can't see what's inside it. It just looks like a bench. And that's going to cost like $300 all said and done. And then I bought like 400-ish dollars worth of stuff for the wifey. And then an outlet. In order to stream in here, I had to get a 10-foot long cable surge protector, which was like $40. I feel like I spent something else. Maybe it wasn't that bad. I feel like my credit card at some juncture, though, basically went up to like close to $1,000 on it, which makes me way more uncomfortable than I would like to be. But knowing that I have like another 100 and some odd to spend on this bench to get that squared away, I have to buy a couple $100 worth of tires soon. Not a fan. On top of buying a new bed, you spent way too much money this week. You woke up to one morning and somehow snapped your tooth in half, and lucky the dentist got you in within an hour, but ooh, $500. Feel that. I bit down on a cookie and it cracked my tooth. That was, yeah, spendy fix. Spendy fix. Hey, are you blue? You are blue, right? You're blue. Well, that was easy. Oh, this probably isn't gonna work, but if it does... It did. It worked. Well, there we go. There's Numel number 2, so naturally I have to evolve one of them into a Camerupt. And I don't think I've ever seen Camerupt shiny, so that's kind of exciting a little bit. So we're gonna do it. go Camerupt. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like its original form better, but that's pretty slick. Well, that was easy. Didn't you just pay off your credit card? Yeah, yeah, that's my problem. I just paid it off. What is my balance at, anyways? Since I already told y'all that it was basically 1,000. Oh, I remember what the other purchase was on my credit card that made the balance really high. I did, when I went and got my bed, I did finance my bed, but I got it on like a Labor Day sale with 60 months, no interest. 0% interest for 60 months somehow. No, 72 months. So the payment on it's like literally $65 a month, and it will never accrue any interest. Unless I miss a payment. Yeah, so I had to pay sales tax, and I put that on my credit card. That's what it was. But I already paid it off. Well, not paid it off. I already paid off half of it, so you grind your teeth in your sleep, and you snapped your front tooth in half. How like did you wake up immediately when that happened, or like did you just wake up and go about your day and your tooth popped out? Like, you can't casually just say I grind my teeth and my tooth snapped in half. Like, did you snap awake in shooting pain, or like how did that go? Colossus Coliseum gameplay. Did I get the 500 to unlock the other Shadow Pokemon? I definitely have not yet. It's on my want list, though, that's for sure. I've gotten exactly $0 towards that, believe it or not. New background, did I shift to another room? Yeah, I am literally streaming in my closet right now. So, my kid was sleeping in my bedroom, kind of in the closet. Terrible, I know, but we have a big closet, obviously. Decent sized closet. So, we put his little pack and play in here because we don't keep clothes in here, obviously. So, we finally gave him his own room. He's like 15 months old, so he should have been there 3 months ago. But, it means I had to give up my streaming room, and my wife was like, well, why can't it be both? Like, he just needs to sleep in there. Like, he doesn't need to play in there. It can still be the office, but his crib's in there to sleep. And I'm like, yeah, but the only time I have to stream is when he's asleep. So they can't be the same room. That doesn't work. She's like, oh, right, yeah. So I took apart part of our closet, and here I am. And so now I have no background. It is a wall that I am going to be careful about touching because I jammed my finger on it. Like, it's about 4.5, 5, yeah, it's about 4.5 feet from wall to wall. Enough for a desk and a chair. You thought the cats knocked over a shelf while you were sleeping, woke up pissed, and then realized something was in your mouth, guessing the loud noise you heard was your tooth breaking? Probably. Speaking of which, Starkiller, I do have a question for you. Also, good night, Shauna. Not many people have this happen, apparently, but some do. Have you ever, when falling asleep, shot straight awake because it feels like somebody just punched you straight in the nose? Like, it sounds like a shotgun in your brain. There is pain in your nose, and you wake and snap awake. Never that. So, when I was living in Texas, it happened like at least once every 2 weeks. And they say it's because your body falls asleep faster than it should. Like, your body falls asleep before your brain does, or your brain falls asleep before your body does, and it tricks your body into thinking that you're dying. Or tricks your brain into thinking that you're dying. So it, like, snaps you awake because you're falling asleep too fast. The loud sound while falling asleep is what reminded me of that, but I used to have that problem all the time. I would be so freaking exhausted all the time that I would fall asleep the second I hit the pillow, and it feels like you got smacked in the face with a freaking train. Like, the first 2 times it happened, I chewed out my roommate. Like, I thought my roommate waited until I went to bed and, like, hit me in the face. It was a good time. Now you have a fear that you're going to break your teeth while you fall asleep now? It's kind of awful. Did you get yourself a mouth guard? Yeah. They definitely thought I was crazy. And then I went to the doctor about it, and they told me what it was. probably should get a mouth guard after this. Pretty good idea. Oh, yeah, so you can grind your teeth on a gummy. Alright. Well, this is going to be where I leave off for today. Unfortunately. But the wifey will be home soon. And I got a bunch of other stuff I need to take care of tonight before I can go to bed. So, we will continue another day. Likely tomorrow. From the 8 o'clock hour to 10 o'clock hour. Pending I'm able to get everything I need to do done. But we'll catch you guys next time.